an incident that shocked the Korean entertainment world, the international fan community, including AROHA, ASTRO fans, and ARMY, BTS fans, are simultaneously boycotting Coca-Cola and Sprite products, two brands that Cha Eun-woo is currently advertising. This boycott immediately became a hot discussion on social media and a global trend on various platforms. The boycott campaign allegedly stems from the disappointment of some international fans with the selection of brand ambassadors who are considered not representative of all people, as well as concerns over the impact of promoting certain products on their idol image. Although there was no official statement from the fandom, hashtags such as #boycott Coca-Cola and #protect our idols were loudly voiced in protest tones. The immediate impact of this action is noticeable. Cha Eun-woo's official YouTube account has reportedly lost more than *100,000 subscribers in just a few days since the boycott. This is a pretty heavy blow for the actor and idol who is undergoing military service. Surprisingly, although BTS's Taehyung, V, who has also been the face of Coca-Cola campaigns in the past, was also linked by some netizens, his official account and popularity remained stable without any significant decline. The ARMY collectively affirms that their actions are not a personal attack on any idol, but a form of rejection of brand and agency policies. Until now, neither Fantajo nor Coca-Cola has issued an official statement in response to this wave of boycotts. Meanwhile, entertainment industry observers say that this phenomenon is proof of how strong and organized the power of global fans is, as well as how sensitive the role of an idol as the face of a brand is in today's digital era. Will there be clarification from the relevant parties? Or will this wave extend to other brands that use the faces of K-pop idols as ambassadors? All eyes are now on the next move from Coca-Cola, Sprite, and of course Cha Eun-woo. Amid the incessant boycott from international fans, there was a wave of support from Korean netizens and local fans who considered that Cha Eun-woo was only carrying out a professional contract as a brand ambassador. Many considered the boycott too much, especially when the idol was serving in the military, a time when he could not actively defend himself or clarify. He was just doing his job before the draft. "Why attack like this?" wrote one of the Korean netizens comments on the online forum. Not a few also began to voice support with hashtags such as #WeSupportYeonwoo and #ProtectChaEunwoo, as a form of solidarity with the idol who is known for good behavior and humility. Although there is no official explanation, various speculations have arisen. Some pop culture observers suspect that inter-fandom tensions may have contributed to the escalation of the boycott. Some consider Cha Eun-woo's fast-rising popularity in acting and advertising to have sparked the displeasure of some groups of fans, especially after he was cast in a role that was previously close to idols from other groups. Some also suspect that Coca-Cola's change of strategy to focus more on the Southeast Asian and South Korean markets helped trigger international fans' disappointment, because they felt they were underrepresented. Until this news was revealed, neither Coca-Cola, Sprite, nor the Fantajo agency had given a public response. All three chose to remain silent and have not issued clarification regarding the growing boycott action. However, an internal source said that the brand is considering careful communication steps, given the sensitivity of issues involving two of the biggest fandoms in the K-pop world, AROHA and ARMY. This phenomenon shows that the image of idols is now determined not only by appearance and work, but also by the attitude of the brand and management towards the global fan community. The Coca-Cola and Sprite boycotts dragging Cha Eun-woo's name down could be an important warning for the K-pop industry and big brands to be more sensitive to the dynamics of international fandom. Now the big question is, will Cha Eun-woo bounce back after losing hundreds of thousands of subscribers, or will this be the turning point of a brand promotion strategy that relies too much on idol popularity? Everything still depends on the next step, from the brand, the agency, and of course, the fans themselves. Despite serving in the military, Cha Eun-woo's name remains in the public spotlight, unfortunately this time in the context of controversy. The loss of more than 100,000 subscribers is not just a statistical number, but reflects a significant shift in public sentiment. Entertainment analysts say that while this isn't the end of his career, Cha Eun-woo will have to prepare for an image challenge when he returns from the military. When an idol experiences a drastic drop in followers, it's not just about popularity, it's about public trust. Especially in today's digital era, perceptions can change in a matter of hours, said Kim Ji-yoon, an expert on K-pop branding from the Seoul Media Institute. However, many also predict that this could be a momentum for introspection and a change in strategy from Fantasio's agency in handling brand promotions and collaborations for their artists. Real fans usually return, especially when the artist shows sincerity, hard work and does not get involved in big scandals. On the other hand, BTS's Taeyong V, who is also known as a brand ambassador for various products, remains strong without being affected by the boycott action. This gave rise to various discussions between fandoms, even among the media. Some have suggested that Taeyong's stability is the result of Big Hit's highly controlled management and consistent communication with fans. In addition, BTS is known for a solid global image and a very protective and loyal fandom base. However, there are also voices that regret this comparison because it is considered to confuse the relationship between fandom. Every idol has their own path. It's unfair to compare the two in different situations, wrote one user on Twitter X Korea. Now the big pressure is on Fantasio's shoulders. Will they release an official statement? Or do you just sit back and wait for the storm to pass? Observers suggested that the agency took a proactive approach, clarifying Cha Eun-woo's position in the ad campaign, as well as making it clear that the idol was not involved in the brand's strategic process that sparked the outrage of fans. On the other hand, some fans actually suggested that Fantasia not interfere too far and let the public judge for themselves that Cha Eun-woo is just a professional worker who performed his duties before enlistment. The global boycott of Coca-Cola and Sprite is a new chapter in the relationship between fandom, brand, and idol. Cha Eun-woo, who has been known without controversy, suddenly becomes a victim of the increasingly complex dynamics of the modern entertainment industry. Will this storm soon pass and Cha Eun-woo's name shine again after enlistment? Or will this be a moment of great reflection for the K-pop advertising industry and management as a whole? One thing is for sure, real fans will not leave their star because of one advertisement. They are waiting, and will probably return stronger than ever. Interestingly, not all international fans agree with this boycott action. Over time, voices from Aroha Global began to emerge calling for peace and support for Cha Eun-woo. Many considered that the boycott harmed the artist, who could not defend himself because he was serving in the army. Eun-woo can't reply or explain anything right now. He doesn't deserve to be the target of the brand's decision, wrote one international fan from the Philippines on the Weverse forum. Online petitions began to emerge from Aroha fans in Latin America, Europe and Southeast Asia, demanding that the boycott be stopped and replaced with positive support. In fact, a number of large fanbase accounts started campaigning for hashtags such as #StandWithYeonwoo, #YeonwooDeservesBetter, and #RespectAllIdols, which slowly started trending on X, Twitter. Yonsei University's K-pop and public communications expert, Professor Han Seo-jin, said Cha Eun-woo's case is an important reflection on idols, agencies, and big brands. Today's idols are not just brand ambassadors, they are highly sensitive cultural symbols for the global public.